Imagine, just for a moment, that everything you see around you, your hands, the chair you're sitting in, the stars in the sky, isn't what it seems. Imagine that reality itself is not solid, but a kind of projection, like the image on a movie screen. What if our entire universe is nothing more than a vast, cosmic hologram? This is not the plot of a science fiction film. It's a serious idea that some of the greatest scientific minds have been wrestling with for decades. And if it's true, it changes everything we think we know about existence. Today we're going to explore the holographic universe theory, where it comes from, how science supports it, and what it could mean for you, me, and the nature of reality itself. The idea of a holographic universe first gained traction in the late 20th century. Physicists like David Bohm, Gerard Hooft, and Leonard Susskind began questioning one of the strangest puzzles in physics: black holes. Black holes are cosmic vacuum cleaners, regions of space where gravity is so strong, not even light can escape. But they also presented a paradox. When matter falls into a black hole, what happens to the information about that matter? Does it vanish forever? Stephen Hawking argued that information might be lost inside a black hole. But this clashed with a fundamental rule of physics: information should never be destroyed. It was Gerard Hooft and Leonard Susskind who offered a radical solution. They suggested that the information about everything inside a black hole isn't lost, it's stored on its surface. It's event horizon, like data etched onto a cosmic film. If this was true for black holes, could it also be true for the universe itself? This was the spark that led to the holographic principle. The idea that our three-dimensional world could be encoded on a two-dimensional surface at the edge of the cosmos. So, what exactly is a holographic universe? To understand it, let's start with a hologram you might see on a credit card. It's a flat two-dimensional surface. But when light shines on it, you see a three-dimensional image. The 3D picture is an illusion, created by information stored in 2D patterns. Now imagine this on the scale of the universe. Our 3D world, including space, time, everything we experience, might be a kind of projection from information written on a vast, distant surface of reality. In other words, the universe could be like a cosmic movie screen. What feels solid and real is actually encoded information, unfolding in ways our senses can perceive. This doesn't mean life isn't real. It just means reality may not be built the way we think. Instead of being the foundation, our physical world may be the projection of something deeper, more fundamental. At first, the holographic universe might sound far-fetched. But over the years, several discoveries in physics have kept the idea alive. One of the strongest pieces of support comes from string theory, which attempts to explain all particles and forces in the universe as tiny vibrating strings. In the late 1990s, physicist Juan Maldacena proposed something extraordinary: the ADS-CFT correspondence. This theory showed that a universe with gravity in 3D could be exactly equivalent to a universe without gravity in 2D. In other words, everything happening in a 3D space could be fully described by information written on a 2D boundary. This was groundbreaking. It gave mathematical credibility to the holographic principle. Other experiments have also hinted at holographic reality. The Fermilab holometer, for example, was built to test whether space-time itself is grainy like pixels on a screen. While results were inconclusive, the fact that serious experiments are being conducted shows that the idea isn't just theoretical whimsy, it's testable science. Even the cosmic microwave background, the afterglow of the Big Bang, has been analyzed for patterns that might suggest holographic origins. Some studies have found tiny anomalies that could align with a holographic model of the universe. So while the jury is still out, the scientific evidence suggests there's more to reality than meets the eye. But the holographic universe isn't just about physics. It also touches on profound philosophical and even spiritual questions. For centuries, mystics and sages have taught that the world we experience is an illusion, a kind of dream or projection. In Hindu philosophy, this is called Maya, the idea that the material world hides a deeper, truer reality. In Buddhism, reality is seen as impermanent, fleeting, and not what it appears to be. The holographic principle echoes these ancient teachings. If the universe is a projection, then what is the source of that projection? Is it pure information? Is it consciousness? or something beyond our comprehension? Some thinkers suggest that consciousness itself may not be a byproduct of the brain, but a fundamental feature of reality. In a holographic universe, consciousness could be the light shining through the hologram, giving rise to the 3D world we experience. This raises big questions. If everything is information, does that make us participants in the projection? Are we simply characters in a cosmic film? Or do we have the power to shape the story? The holographic universe theory is still just that, a theory. But it forces us to think bigger about what reality truly is. Is the universe a projection from the edge of space-time? Is everything we know encoded on some distant cosmic surface? Science doesn't yet have a final answer. But the holographic principle reminds us that reality is far stranger and far more mysterious than our everyday experience suggests. So the next time you look up at the stars or down at the palm of your hand, consider this. What if you're not seeing reality itself, but the shimmering projection of a deeper truth? And perhaps the most important question of all, if the universe is a hologram, then who or what is holding the projector? Thank you so much for watching. This exploration of the holographic universe sparked new questions in your mind. Share them in the comments below. I'd love to hear your perspective. Don't forget to subscribe if you want more deep dives into the mysteries of science, philosophy, and the nature of reality. Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring, and remember, reality may be more than meets the eye.